you're watching this video, it's safe to assume that you saw the title and the thumbnail. And yes, as the title and thumbnail suggest, I have been waiting for Digimon Survive and I'm super hyped for it. And to get myself prepared for it, I watched the first 5 series. And I thought it'd be a cool idea to list the series from my favorite to least favorite. And not necessary to review or summarize them, but just kind of give my thoughts and opinions of the series and kind of rate them. Another thing I like to get out of the way too is that I love the Digimon series. Even when I do talk about some of these series things I didn't like about them, I still really love them a lot. Also, this is my opinion, so obviously it's going to be different than yours. But I would still nonetheless like to see what your list is in the comments below. Now, the ranking that I'm going to do with these series is it's going to be in 4 categories, which will be loved, amazing, very good, and good. Love, obviously I love the series. Amazing, I thought the series was amazing. Very good, it's a very good series still. And good, it was like, it wasn't bad, but I don't think it's as good as the other series. But nonetheless, it's still a good series that you should check out. Now you know how I'm going to rank them, and with all that out of the way, let's jump right in. Basically, to sum it all up, I love Digimon Adventure 1. I love the premise and the story. Even though the subs I think is better because the dubs make it like something different. And the dubs isn't bad per se. It's just that they joke and say stuff that's a little bit overbearing at times. And the dialogue gets pretty ridiculous. But nonetheless, I love it. Next is Digimon Frontier. I love it. I love the premise of it. The dialogue is actually pretty good. And yeah, when I was younger, I hated it there was no Digimon. But now I don't mind it. But I don't like that how after Cherubimon, it kind of slows down before Lucimon appears. Like there's literally like 10 episodes before he appears, and you could literally cut that down to about 2. But nonetheless, I love this series. Now, Digimon Data Squad I thought was amazing. I did like how it was more mature, teenage Digimon kind of deal. And I thought the story was really good. I did like the Royal Knights, Queen Drazel when they go to the digital world and all that stuff. But one thing that I didn't like was that how Marcus literally just punches things. Like he's attacking Digimon and he's beating him up. And I think that's kind of ridiculous. And yeah, in the beginning there is some filler that you can like cut out basically when they're capturing the Digimon and sending them to the digital world. I feel like you can cut some of that out. But nonetheless, I like this series a lot. I think it's amazing. Digimon Tamers is very good. My only problem with it is that it takes a while for the stuff to get good. And I think it's kind of a slow series. Like it starts off slow, then fast, and slow, then fast, and slow, then fast. But when it does start getting good, it gets really good. And I do feel like you can cut out a little bit of the beginning of the episodes and a little bit when they're in the digital world too. And this is the series when the dialogue actually starts getting really good because compared to Adventure 1 and 2. Nonetheless, I like this series and I thought it was very good. Digimon Adventure 2 I thought was good. Now, it does have some good moments in the story, but then like after Ken becomes a good guy, it kind of like slows down a little bit. And then it just, I don't know, like Adventure 2, it's still good. I love the fights, I love the Digimon, I love the evolutions, and I love Black War Greymon. But the other stuff, it's and then I don't really like the dialogue. Like I didn't like the dialogue that much in Adventure 1, especially after watching the subs. But Adventure 2, I think it might be worse. Like it's pretty bad because of this boy and Hot Dog Girl. You know if you've seen it. But nonetheless, it's still a good series that you should check out. And finally, Digimon Fusion. I think it's good. Now, this Digimon series, I think it plays it too safe, and there's way too many seasons, and Season 3 is kind of just Dragon Ball Z Heroes. And it's basically fighting the bad guy of the week and going to the next area, but that's literally all they do is fight this one, go here, fight this one, go here. And it kind of doesn't really feel like the digital world even matters as much compared to the other series. But nonetheless, like I do think it's, pretty good. I did enjoy the characters well until Season 3 ruined them. And then Christopher was kind of annoying because he kept jumping back and forth. But nonetheless, I thought it was a good series and I thought it was beautiful. I thought it had the best animation out of all of them. And I did like the fights and I did like the Digimon. And the fusion was okay, but I didn't like how I threw away the levels. And I didn't like the Shatmon times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and stuff. And I didn't like how Fusion Hunters was about Taggery, or however you say his name. But nonetheless, the series was still good and I did enjoy my time watching it, so I would rank it as good. But I need to take a break from the Digimon series. But when I come back to it though, I'll be looking at Digimon Tree Adventures and Digimon App Monsters. Then I might finally dive into Ghost Game. And I can't wait for Digimon Survive. Now this was the short version of this video. If you want to see the longer version and the ones where I go into a little bit more detail, check out the end card, I guess. And take care, everyone. Anyways, that's my ranking of the series. Let me know what yours is in the comments below and which one you like. And why do you like Digimon is what I also like to know. Are you excited for Digimon Survive? For me, it's definitely going to be a day one purchase. And it's been my most anticipated game for a while now. Ever since I've learned about it back in 2018. And for me personally, I'm hoping this will be my favorite Digimon game. Anyways, I really do mean this, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart if you made it this far in the video, if you watched it, or even if you skipped it to the summary, that's fine too. I just really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to watch this video. And no matter who you are or where you're from, if you're around the world watching this even, I hope you have a fantastic day or night. You got this. I believe in you. You can do anything because you're Digidestined. And until next time.